Once upon a time, behind 7 mountains and 7 rivers, stood a beautiful castle. In it lived Princess Elizabeth. She was as beautiful as a spring flower, but also very proud. She wore the most beautiful dresses, glittering jewels, and spent hours in front of the mirror every morning to look perfect. One day, Prince John from the next kingdom came to the castle. He wanted to ask the princess to marry him because he had heard that she was not only beautiful, but also wise. But when Elizabeth learned that the prince was not as rich as she was, she refused him. "What use is a prince to me who has no golden throne and no diamond crowns?" she said mockingly. Prince John went away sad, but decided to teach the princess something. He disguised himself as a common gardener and asked the king if he could work in the castle. The king, who wanted his proud daughter to change, agreed. John the gardener took care of the castle, and his gardens began to bloom as no one had ever seen. Every morning, he brought the princess a bouquet of the most beautiful flowers. "Why do you bring me these ordinary flowers?" the princess asked him. "Because there is true beauty in them that gold and jewels cannot replace," replied the gardener. The princess was angry with him, but the flowers began to make her happy. Gradually, she noticed that Jan the gardener was hardworking, kind, and never said a bad word to her, even when she was nasty. One day she said to him curiously, "Why are you so happy if you have no wealth?" The gardener smiled. "Happiness is not in wealth, but in what we do for others. The real wealth is having a good heart." The princess began to think. She stopped spending hours in front of the mirror. Instead, she helped in the garden, chatted with the servants, and learned to enjoy the little things. One day, Prince John removed his disguise and revealed to the princess who he really was. Elizabeth was surprised, but instead of being angry, she smiled. "Now I see that true beauty is not in clothes or jewels, but in a good heart," she said. Prince John and Princess Elizabeth fell in love. They celebrated a beautiful wedding and ruled their kingdom wisely and justly. And from then on, Elizabeth never again thought that wealth and proud dress were more important than kindness and friendship. And so they lived happily ever after. And the bell rang, and the fairy tale was over.